that people, especially kids, boys, girls, they have kind of a wish list of presents for Christmas. I think that's very common. It's common to many cultures of the West. It was very common for me, so I used to make my list, for Christmas. I remember I wanted this present, another present, and so forth, which is good. It's something that is very rooted in our traditions, and I think probably something that also you're expecting as well, the presents. So we should also think that with Christmas comes another present, another gift. I will say that gift that is Jesus Christ himself. And that idea of making a list of presents, of gifts that we want, something also, I would say, proper of Advent. Is something that also Advent wants us to do. Why? Because when we desire things, when we have, let's say, certain objects that we want, like presents, like gifts, is something that make us practice, I would say, the virtue of hope, right? So I hope that I will get this, I will get that. And that's precisely one of the things, the aspects of Advent. I would also say that Advent is a season that helps us to practice that desires. I mean, desires are good. So when I desire something, when I have passion for something, that's usually good because it's given to us by God. The point is that many times that desire, we place them in things that are not great, not good. That's when the problem begins. So let us exercise our heart. Our heart must be exercised with the virtue of hope, with the desire for great things, in particular, for God, for Jesus Christ. Let us desire the best things for us, in particular, heaven, particular a very close friendship with the Lord, like the friendship of St. John the Baptist, the greatest of all saints, after, for sure, Mary and Joseph. St. John the Baptist is another great figure for us for this season of Advent. There are two, actually. One is Mary, the other one is St. John the Baptist. St. John the Baptist, who prepared not only himself, but also the people of Israel to receive Jesus Christ. Let us imitate him, in particular in his austerity. You know how he was for years in the desert, living a very poor, a very austere life. That was the way how he prepared his heart to receive the Lord and also to be his prophet. So let us also in these days, between now and Christmas, let us go to the desert with St. John the Baptist. In other words, let us try to be austere in our lives. Particularly when making those wish lists that we were talking about before, about our presents and so forth. Let us be mindful that the Lord likes a heart that is placed mainly in him, in spiritual things. Let us kind of set aside in a second place all those superfluous things, as Jesus says about St. John the Baptist. You go to see a person who was very well dressed, who lives sumptuously. No, you went to see a prophet. You went to see a man of God, a man who placed his heart in God. So let us do that during this season of Advent. Let us place our hearts in Christ. Let us be austere in the way we live. And that would be the best way, right, to receive Christ, to prepare our